Okay, hi everyone. Before I get started with anything and say hi to all of you, by the way, you can put your comments down below of where you are and what time it is in your time zone, and I'd love to see who's joining in. But I have bad news for you. We have been trying everything to get the internet right. We've tried ADSL and our mobile data, and everything's going terribly. And we had our friend who's his job is as an internet provider, the amazing Warren, and he's been trying to help us, and he is also baffled. So that's not good. And then on top of that, when we've done some test streams, it's been doing this weird echo thing where you'll hear my voice coming over again. So if that happens to you, that's why there's in the description box, it says that if the audio is really weird, or maybe if the quality is really bad and there's a lot of buffering, we're going to try it out on Facebook as well. So we've got my sister's phone set up here, and we're going to be streaming live on Facebook at the same time. So as soon as something like that happens to you, please let me know, and then we will start streaming on Facebook and we'll send you guys the link. So that's our plan of action, and we're hoping that no matter what happens, that we'll still be able to get some good live music to you, because I know some of you have been looking forward to this. And then we're going to try and use a completely different source of internet next month when my parents get back from Europe. So yeah, it's been a bit of a tough day, but I'm really glad to still be here with you guys, and I'm hoping that we can still have some fun and have some good music together. And so if you have any questions or any comments, I'd love to hear where you are and how you're doing. Hopefully your day was a little better than mine. So let's just keep an eye on the comments. Okay, cool. So I thought maybe I should get started with a song and people can join as I'm singing. Sure whether I should start with the song, because what if people come in halfway through the song and see that weird things are happening and I don't see the comment? What do you think, Megs?
I'll alert you to comments, but it's actually having problems.
Oh, it says your event is starting.
Yeah, and
so you don't think I'm actually live?
No, I don't think anyone
can see me. Oh, it's starting, I think. Just wait there for a minute. Oh, there I am. Okay, so it did start. Oh, there's 14 people watching already. Okay, cool. Denmark. Kent is here from Denmark.
Okay, hi everyone.
Oh, cool. Okay, so let's close that. And then hopefully Luke and Kent will let us know whether it's doing that weird repeating thing.
Maybe explain it one more time.
No, I'm sure it's coming to them in a few seconds, and then they'll let me know. I think they're probably just about to hear me saying that, and then they're gonna let me know how it's sounding. And then, Celia's here. Hi, Celia. It's 19:04 in Sheffield. Okay, so they're just a little hour before us. Dad is watching from Oslo. That's so cool. So I'm trusting all of you guys to let me know whether the terrible, weird internet things are happening or not. Are you experiencing buffering? Does it sound slightly demonic with many versions of my voice happening over and over again, like adding together and becoming like a crowd of weird voices? Because that's what happened to us earlier today when we tested it. I'm so ready to sing. I'm so ready to perform for you guys. I just want it to work. Okay, well, I'm waiting for the message to reach you so that I can get the comments. And I'll hear the consensus of whether it's terrible and we should move to Facebook, or whether we're okay and we can keep going. It's 1:05 in the USA. I'm not sure which part of the USA, but Tom in Wisconsin. And Nebby, it's 1 p.m. And Jill is here. Hi, Jill. From Switzerland, it's 8:05. Oh, so that's the same time as here. And Amelia is here from Washington. Amelia, you are my newest patron. Thank you so much for joining us on Patreon. I'm so excited. When I saw that notification, it made my day a whole lot better, and I was so happy to see that you're willing to support my YouTube channel. Amelia's been sending me some emails as well and telling me about her journey with discovering things about the harp, and she's created a little website about that. So I'm so pleased that my videos are helpful to you and you're enjoying them enough to support them on an ongoing basis. That's so cool. Thank you. Patreon makes such a huge difference. It's the difference between me being able to create videos weekly like I am, and if I didn't have Patreon, I wouldn't be doing that. So that's the difference it makes. It really has completely changed the direction of my music career and made it possible for me to do this on long term. So I'm seeing a lot of people joining in, which is really cool. Corbus and Fiona are here from Cape Town. Oh, Cindy and Max are joining again, but I still don't know whether we're doing all right. I guess we are, because otherwise I think people would be complaining by now. So maybe I should start with a little bit of singing, and Megan will check the comments. So let us know down in the comments how the audio and everything is working, and Megan will tell me to stop singing if it's hurting your ears.
I never made promises.
So I'm having a little look at the comments. Koba says messages are taking a little while to get through. Oh, okay. So Hillary's saying that her and her mum are watching just down the road. Hi guys, I'm so glad you're watching. And they got lots of buffering, but they just set it to 1 minute behind live. Okay, so that's a good strategy. Maybe other people can try that too. So if you're experiencing a lot of buffering, just go a little bit behind and you'll catch up with reality in about 2 minutes. Bev is here. Hi Bev, thanks for joining. And Luke says everything seems okay. And Koba says thanks for trying. Vota says, finally I get to watch you perform live. There's some buffering, audio is perfect. Okay, so I think the general feedback is, other than the buffering, everything is okay, which is great. I'm very glad to hear that you're not having the repeating voices, which was terrifying when we heard that earlier today. So I think we're going to keep going on here. Oh my goodness! Ram was busy getting married in the last concert. Congratulations! Okay, last month. Congratulations, Ram and Ram's wife. That's so exciting. That's a perfect reason to miss my live online concerts. And here you are back from honeymoon and watching my concerts again as a married man. That's amazing. And Megan is here. Hi, Megan. I'm so glad you're joining. She said that she wanted to watch the first concert, but she didn't manage to watch it live, and then she was very disappointed that I took it down. It's not public, my first concert from today, because it was doing that weird repeating thing that I was so worried about. So if I sort that out, or maybe I'll chop out the beginning part of the concert, and the part where it was okay, I'll maybe make that public again. So if any of you guys are interested in watching, you can. Amelia is saying congratulations to Ram. That's so cool. And Joy McDougall is here. Welcome. It's raining in Minnesota, which makes it a perfect afternoon to watch your concert. Excited to be here. Hi, Ron. Welcome. Okay, so let's just have a quick look again at... so it's still saying the streaming quality is bad, so we're going to do lots of buffering. But maybe we should take out the part about Facebook because... okay, will you do that? Because... we're going to stick here on YouTube. I think let's stick with the family here on YouTube and keep going, and hopefully you guys will forgive me for being delayed. And Warren and Charlene are watching. Hi Warren, hi Charlene. Oh, that's so cool. Thanks for joining, guys. I was just explaining, Warren, how you came and did your very best to save the day, and we're still buffering like there's no tomorrow. So everyone's just sitting there. I think we had a general consensus that other than the buffering, everything's okay. So everyone's just going to set their video back by 1 minute behind live, and then apparently it works out all right then, which is great. But thank you so much for trying to help me, and hopefully next month will be a different story. Oh my goodness, Bev just donated. My sister's telling me that Bev donated already, and I hadn't even mentioned that if you guys are enjoying the concert, you can contribute and make the next one happen. That's the reason why I can keep these videos coming. There's a link down below where it says drop a coin in my hat, and Bev just did it. Thank you so much, Bev. That's amazing. Bev's one of my newest Skype harp students, and so that's cool. I mean, you're supporting me every month by taking harp lessons from me, and here you are supporting my concerts as well. You're amazing, Bev. Thank you so much.
Time to play.
And yes, it is time to play, but before I get to playing, I wanted to quickly mention the songs I'm going to be performing today, so that you know what you have in store, because I think that was quite nice from last month. So I just sang Fields of Gold. If you missed it, you can watch it again afterwards. Then I'm going to sing Wild Mountain Thyme, which you can still get the free sheet music for that when you join my email list. There's a link for that down below as well. If you're a harpist, you might be interested, or even a singer who can collaborate with the harpist. Then I'm going to play Butterfly, which is a Celtic jig, an Irish jig. Can't Help Falling in Love. I'm going to sing and play that good old Elvis Presley song. And then I'm going to sing Time After Time, which was originally Cyndi Lauper's song. And then I will play a little set of Celtic tunes, which I call Josephine's set. And then I'm going to sing Loch Lomond, and we might have time for some requests as well. So if you have any song requests, then pop it down in the comments, and you never know, maybe I'll be fulfilling your requests later. Megan's busy with homework. Okay, well, I hope that it's not too distracting and that you get your homework done. I'm the kind of person who can't do two things at once, so certainly when there's music playing, I can't concentrate on anything else, but I hope you manage to get it done and that it accompanies your homework well. Right, so this is Wild Mountain Time. Oh, the summer time has come, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pour out mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower by yon cool crystal fountain, and around it I will pile all the wildflowers of the mountain. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pour out mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? If my true love he'll not come, then I'll surely find another to pour out mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pour out mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? Sharon Powers is watching from Alabama. I'm so glad you got to attend after all. That's so great, Sharon. Thanks for joining. I've seen a few photos of Sharon with her harp, so I know that she's a harpist, and I'm glad you're watching. And Hillary says it's one of her favorite songs. I'm not sure if that's Hillary or her mom's favorites, but I'm so glad you guys enjoyed it. And oh, someone was clapping! Yay! When I see clapping hands like that, I try to imagine real clapping, because sometimes things just become like symbols and you forget what they really mean. So thanks, I can hear it in my head. And Megan says the audio is great. I'm so glad. Thank you, Megan. And Catherine is joining from West Virginia. I think I remember Catherine's comment from a little while ago, how she said, because I was looking at some comments from previous live streams a little while ago, and I think it was Catherine who said that it was her first time watching one of my concerts. I don't know when it was, last time or the time before or something like that. So I'm glad you're back. And Megan asked, is this a slightly different version of Fields of Gold from the last concert? I'm loving it. Yes, it is. So my arrangements that I arranged myself, some of them stay exactly the same every time. Like, for example, Time After Time generally stays pretty much the same. But Fields of Gold, even Wild Mountain Time, I just have an idea of the structure of the song and the chords, and then I kind of just make it up on the spot. Which is why my version of Wild Mountain Time that I perform is a little bit different to the one that you can download when you join my email list. Because yeah, I write it out and then I don't really stick to that. And also I tried to make that a simpler version so that it would be accessible to everyone and playable on pretty much any size harp. And I also made it in all different keys so that people can sing it in whatever range suits their voice. So yes, things change. I don't always play the same arrangement, which I know is a little bit annoying. If you like what I do the one time and it's not what's in the sheet music, I can understand if that's a little annoying. But I guess that's just how I do it. All right, was there anything else I missed? I don't think so. Okay, so now we are going to do a little bit of Celtic harp. So this is Butterfly Jig. We're going to leave it without audio, I think, because we decided that the harp... Without reverb, yeah, because it gets a little bit muddy when we have reverb on the harp only. And I noticed that Tiffany Schaefer put up a tutorial for this on her harp tutor on her YouTube channel. So her version is in a different key and it's a slightly different arrangement, because I'm playing Kim Robertson's arrangement. But if you're a harpist and you'd like to learn this tune, then you should go and check it out on Tiffany's channel. So this is Butterfly Jig. So, what was it that I was thinking while I was playing that? Apart from about the music. Oh, I remember what it was. That I recently recorded that, so it will be going up on my YouTube channel before too long, as like a video as opposed to a live concert. And the exciting thing is that my patrons have been voting about which song goes up next. So I've been letting them know like which songs I'm kind of planning to do in the next little while. But I only put up a video of a song every 2 weeks. The alternate weeks are harp help videos, and so it'll take a while to get to some of those songs, and my patrons have been the ones voting for what order it's coming in, because I wanted to get them even more involved in the process, because my patrons are the only reason why I'm able to put up YouTube videos every week. So they've voted. I won't tell you which song is coming next, but my patrons already know. Well, 2 songs actually came up on top, so they probably don't know between those 2, but I'll tell them soon. Yeah, so if you also want to be a part of that insider crowd where you get to be behind the scenes and making important decisions, but also making sure that my videos happen every week, then there is also a link to my Patreon, and some people only sign up with even $1 a month. That's the lowest offer. I mean, the lowest amount you can support with. And so if that's something you'd like to do, then it would be amazing to have you. Let's check if there's any other comments. Mark Helmer is here and he's from Canada. I'm composing for my harps. Maybe I could do a song for you for free. Which keys do you prefer? Wow. Okay. That's so sweet. Thank you. I didn't know I had composers watching me. That's very cool. Which keys do I prefer? For harps? You know, I have my harps tuned in E flat major. So I prefer playing in flat keys actually. So if I could play in B flat major or in E flat major or in F major or in C major would be my favorite keys actually, because there's more resonance in the harp when the levers are down. I'm very interested to see what you come up with, Mark. That's awesome. Okay, so I think it's time for another song. This is one of the other ones that's going to be coming up fairly soon on my YouTube channel. This is Can't Help Falling in Love. At the end I heard my shoulder click.
Oh no.
All right, let's have a look at the comments. Celia says amazingly beautiful. Quiver says amazing. Thanks, guys. Catherine says, yes, that was me. Oh, good, I remembered. And then Andrea Hart is watching. Last time I was in South America. Oh, that's so cool how people watch me no matter where they are in the world. Thank you, Andrea. That's so awesome that you're supporting no matter where you are. And my parents are watching from Oslo at the moment, which is so cool. Amelia's enjoying it. Catherine says, amazing facility. You're certainly a highly accomplished musician. Ah, that's such kind words. That's so great. Well, I've been playing music for a long time and I really love it, and I hope to never stop improving. Celia said, I love the butterfly. It always makes me think of Celtic Women's rendition, but it's so beautiful on the harp too. Thank you. Yeah, I remember Celtic Women's version of Butterfly with the fiddle. Also great. Dad's enjoying it. Voter is asking about how do I pick up audio? Does my harp have pickups like a guitar, or is it just microphones? That's a very good question. So for these live online concerts, I'm using 2 Rode NT1 microphones that are in stereo, like on top of each other, with one pointing down and one pointing up, and then they slightly turn so that they give a stereo sound, and then it's coming into both of them coming into the center of your headphones or whatever, so that it gives a I don't know, better audio. And then those are going into I guess like a sound card type thing that's then going into the computer, into the Adobe Live Media Encoder, and I also have a big camera set up here which is also going into Adobe Live Media Encoder, and that is sending the stream through to YouTube. So it is complicated. So you can just be glad that you're just seeing a simple version, because there's a lot going on in this room.
But your harpsichord has pickups.
Oh yes, but my harp has a pickup in it, but I use that when I perform live. So the audio of the pickup is not quite as much of a round sound as you'd get from a condenser mic. So it makes it much simpler and cleaner when I'm performing in a live setting, so that I can just have the microphone for my voice, but the condenser mic does give better audio. My harpsichord has an even better pickup in it because it's actually an electroacoustic harpsichord, and so that gives a great audio, but also when I perform with it in these live concerts, I just use the condenser mics. All right, so that's the answer to that technical question. And if you're enjoying the concert so far, remember that you have power to keep these coming every month. The only reason I can do these so frequently is because of the amazing people who donate every month. So it's not compulsory, but very much appreciated and makes a real difference to making these concerts happen. So there's a link down below that says drop a coin in my hat, and as much as you would be willing to pay if you're watching a concert of this music, then maybe you'd consider popping a little donation there. It really makes a very big difference. So let's get to some more singing. Now I'm going to do Time After Time. This is one of the arrangements that it's on my to-do list to finish writing out the sheet music and have it up on my website. But in the meantime, there's a lot of other sheet music of my arrangements on my website. So if you're a harpist and you're interested in joining up with a singer or a violinist, maybe a flautist, then there's a link to my sheet music in the description box. This is Time After Time.
Time
drum beats out of time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. Time after time. Time after time. Time after time. I just suddenly remembered another song that I didn't put on my set list for today. It's Falling Slowly. So that's not part of the plan for today, but if you'd like to hear that, let me know. Or if you have any other song requests, preferably songs I've already got on my YouTube channel, then let me know what you'd like to hear. Oh, I see all the clapping from the last song. This is probably because everyone's 1 minute behind because of the audio delay. I mean the buffering story. But thank you. I'm bowing in my head. And I'm glad you enjoyed that last song. I kind of want to just imagine that it's the clapping from this song because it seems so weird to see you clapping now for the previous song. But I'm so glad everyone's still here even though we have internet problems. That just shows that you are true supporters when you stick by me even when I'm having third world problems. Alright, so got a jet, pleasure as always. Bye Rimmel, I'm sure you're already gone by now, but I'm glad you popped in. And hopefully you get to watch the rest afterwards. Oh, and Megan already said bye Rimmel for me. Thanks, Megs. And Joy is enjoying it, and she's got the little heart eyes going. Thanks so much. And Hilary says, my mom's never heard Can't Help Falling in Love from a female voice before, and it's wonderful. Oh, thanks, Hilary. And Hilary's mom, I can't remember your mom's name. Do you remember, Megs? We're having a brain fart moment, but I'm so glad you're enjoying it in a female voice. Megan's like, oh no. You know that thing where someone forgets something, like a normal word, and then you pass it on to someone else. That I don't blame Megan for forgetting. It's just because I forgot already. She's looking so embarrassed. I shouldn't have asked you. Anyway, okay, so we're going to move on to the next song. Unless anyone has any questions, I guess I'll only be answering those in 2 minutes time because you won't hear this until 2 minutes. But I'm going to play my little set of Irish tunes. The first one is Josephine's Waltz. And then the Clare Jig, or it's also known as Jim Ward's Jig. And then, what is it? Irish something? Who knows? Okay, let's see. Falling in Love is beautiful. Thanks so much, Andrea. And Vota is saying, as a sound engineer, I never worked with the harp, just being curious. Thank you for sharing. Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, we did quite a lot of experimenting to come up with the best position of the microphone. So we tried them up high, we tried them down low to get the best sound out of the harp. Because especially with my harp having quite a full bass, but then you still want to, you want to get a natural sound, but you want it to be nice and full. And so we tried it with the acoustics of the, like bouncing off the walls of the room and all sorts, and this is what we've got for now. So let's play some more music. This is Josephine's set. Oh, and I meant to mention, the first two tunes in this set I arranged. The third one is arranged by Hayley Hewitt, and I learned it from her on her tutorial on YouTube. is also saying, yes, play Falling Slowly. Celia said, I would love to hear Falling Slowly. By the way, is the reverb off?
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't put it on. It was a Harp only.
Oh, yes. I better trust my assistant. Sharon said, haha, I think it's safe to say you can apply the clapping to all the songs you play. Thank you. Oh, and Dad said it's coming across loud and clear in Norway on a lovely clear evening. Oh, I'm so glad. And Rom said, what did you do with that giant box that your harp came with? It's in my garage, probably getting damp and damaged, but the reason it's still in my garage is because, firstly, I thought it was terrible that I didn't have any young children to give it away to that they could play house with it. And secondly, because I'm still slightly scarred by the fact that I threw away the box from this harp when I received it, when I had it shipped here. And then I wanted to send it in a box and I couldn't get a box big enough. So those two reasons combined, no children to play a house in it, and paranoia that I might need to use the box again. The box is still in my garage. It has been folded up so that it's flat, and it's probably useless to use again, but it's chilling there. So let's do Falling Slowly. Are we ready? just realized something and then I forgot it. Oh yes, while I was singing that song, I was like putting so much emotion into it, and then I looked up at the camera, and as I looked up, I saw a little bit of spit fly across across the camera. So I was gonna say I hope you didn't see that, but it doesn't matter because now I told you anyway. So when you're in one of those moments when you're like in the zone and then you do something embarrassing, oh well, I guess we're all human. Okay, so let's play clocks and then I can hear what you have to say about that song. Remember to type in your comments or questions, and if you're enjoying this and you want to make the next one happen, then you can pop a donation, a coin in my hat. There's a link down below. It really does make a difference to making these happen. And I'm very thankful, because you don't have to, but it's cool when you do. This is Clocks. Volume down a little bit because I play this piece really loud and then it distorts. Did you hear that click?
Yes, was that your shoulder?
That was my shoulder! As I did that, my shoulder clicked. And if you are a harpist and you like the sound of that arrangement, it's maybe not as difficult as it might sound. You can take it a little slower and learn it in pieces, in bits, and the sheet music is available. So you can click on the link down in the description box where it says sheet music, and you can go and have a look at my website and all the sheet music that's available. And Ram says that box that my pedal harp came in is big enough for adults to play house in it. You are so right. You are so right. But I think it would have to be very playful adults with, yeah, a lot of imagination, and those are hard to find. And everyone was enjoying the last one. Sharon said lovely, and Gabriella Delinska said that was absolutely lovely. Did she comment already? I don't think so. Welcome! I'm so glad you're here. And for anyone else who's joined, since I last said welcome, thank you for joining our live streaming concert. It's so great to have people joining from all around the world. I didn't even count how many continents we're on, but it's quite a few continents, you know. We have people all over, up in Europe. I think we had some people in England. We definitely have South Africa. We definitely have the US. So that's already quite a few different continents. It could be a lovely mobile home for someone, says Gomez. You'd need a bit of waterproofing, and maybe you'd not be able to fit any furniture in. But yeah, I think for some people it could be a good option. Maybe not my dream home, but yeah, better than nothing. So this is going to be the last one that I have on my list, and I'm just seeing that time has flown, and it is actually 9 o'clock now, or just about. So we're nearing the end of our concert, and if you have any more questions or comments, then you must pop them in while I'm performing this last song so that I can see them before we end off, because I'd still love to chat to you, answer your comments, and remember that if you'd like to be a part of making these concerts happen, you can donate at the link down below where it says pop a coin in my hat. And if you'd like to be a part of keeping my YouTube channel going long term and see some of the behind the scenes, have some of those polls where you get to decide what song comes next and be involved in music behind the scenes, then Patreon is the place for that. And the last thing is, if you want to hear about when the next concert happens, I think the next one is going to be on the 24th of June. But I'm never 100% sure that the date won't change, because it kind of depends on what's happening in my real life story. So then you should make sure that you're on my email list, because I email people about that the date, and I make sure people know about it a week in advance at least. I tell them before, I remind them a week in advance, and then I also remind them the day before. So you should all be on my email list if you want to be at all these concerts. And now I'm going to sing Loch Lomond. By yon bonny banks and by yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond, where me and my true love were ever wont to give, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Oh, ye'll take the high road, and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afar ye, but me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. 'Twas there that we parted by yon shady glen, by the steep, steep sides of Ben Lomond, where in purple hue the Highland hills we viewed, and the moon coming out in its gloaming. Oh, ye'll take the high road, and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afar ye, but me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. I actually glanced at the comments while I was performing that song, and I noticed Amelia's comment about the diaper change, and what immediately went into my head is I'm pretty sure she's talking about a baby, but it's funny because it sounds like she's changing her own diaper. And then Vota had exactly the same little joke going in his head. So that's hilarious. Darby's here! Darby, I love you too! Darby's one of my fellow participants from The Voice South Africa, and I'm really hoping we can work together in the future. So I'm so glad you popped by, Darby. I'm not sure how much of the concert you got to watch. Did you hear about me talking about spitting halfway through my song? I mean, not spitting, but by mistake. The saliva just flies sometimes. We've had quite a lot of fun today. So Bev said, thank you, it's beautiful. Napier Thompson said something and then took it back, which is the great thing about being on the internet, that if you make a spelling mistake or you say something that you regret, you can take it back, whereas I can't untell you about the saliva that flew. And Andreas Depp is here. Hi. And Napier, also, I hadn't seen a comment from you before, so welcome, you guys. I'm glad you got to hear the last song. And Janet Doherty says, hi from New Jersey, USA. Lovely concert. Thank you very much. Bright spot in my day, week, month. Oh, that's amazing. And I think Janet is one of my more recent patrons that joined Patreon. And so I think that's right. Is this the same Janet? Because thank you. I wanted to say thank you in person again because really it changes my music career. The support on Patreon actually enables me to spend more time doing music online and making YouTube videos. So you are making a huge difference. Thank you so much, Janet. And Vota said, are there others? And I don't know what he's talking about.
Me neither.
Maybe it's the comment that was retracted. And Dad is saying we watched I don't know if it's Dad or it's probably Mom, actually. Knowing Mom and Dad, it's probably Dad's account and Mom typing. I actually thought of that when I saw the comments earlier and I said Dad, but then I saw all the little flowers and emojis and I thought that's probably Mom. But yeah, they are watching. Someone's watching in New York. Amazing. Project 31 Studio, welcome. And I'm sorry you only joined in at the end. Sydney, Australia. Okay, that's great, Napier. I'm glad you're here.
Can it be on your email list?
Yes, if you guys are joining in this late, I suspect that you didn't know about this concert beforehand, which means you may not be on my email list because the people on my email list knew about this in advance and they could plan their week around it. They could buy snacks in preparation. They could have everything set up. They could be there 5 minutes beforehand so that they could be the first one to comment. So if you'd prefer to know about these in advance, I would love you to be part of that behind the scenes crew that is on my email list. So there's a link to join that, and then you will never have to miss these concerts and join in last minute. And that goes for you too, Darby. Are you on my email list? I don't actually know. I don't always check who's on there. But if you want to watch these concerts, that's where you should be. Bernie Johnson said, beautiful. Thanks from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Oh, that's so awesome. I wonder how close by Bernie and Bev are. Well, one day when Bev is performing, I think Bev's from Wisconsin, then maybe Bernie can come and watch for some real live harp music. Vota said, thank you, Christy-Lyn and Megan, too, for this awesome concert. Time flew by. I agree. I didn't notice the time passing. So thanks for joining me, guys. And Sharon said, it's always a joy attending your live online concerts. Your music is lovely and your performances are inspiring. Thank you so much, Sharon. That really means a lot. Those kind of comments really do mean a lot.
I feel like you should maybe do one last song.
Megan's saying I need to do one last song. It is 10 past already, Megan.
I know.
What song do you think I should end off with? And Big 1037 says, thanks so much. I really enjoyed it. Looking forward to the next one. Ron. Oh, it's Ron. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Ron. And Darby is... No, it's not clapping. Oh, it's beer. Have you got 6 beers with you, Darby? I guess it is a Saturday night. And we are musicians, so for some people that goes along with the lifestyle. But 6 beers at once is a bit much. I think maybe you should share those. And Napier says, thank you. I spelled it wrong. Okay, I thought so. 1 hour is way too fast when attending your YouTube concerts. Thank you so much for 2 amazing concerts today. They really brightened up my day. Ah, Celia! You're just the sweetest thing. You're always supporting me so beautifully. Thank you so much. And thanks for donating. I know you donated after the previous concert, through your mom's email address, and thank you. Really, it makes a big difference. John Scott is here. Great rendition of Loch Lomond. I know he's a Scottish music fan. So can just see the summit of Ben Lomond from where I live. Oh yes, you're not just a Scottish music fan, you live in Scotland. And I think this is the same John Scott who's been sending me emails about Gaelic singers and sending me great recommendations of music to listen to. So thanks, John. It's great to have support all the way from Scotland. And it's awesome that you enjoy the Scottish music as much as we do, because sometimes it's people from outside the countries that enjoy the traditional music more, but you are a perfect example of appreciating the traditions from your own country, so that's awesome. Well, I don't know if you're originally from Scotland, but that's great. Oh my goodness, Gabriella is watching me from Poland. Ha! That's so cool. I don't know if anyone else is watching from Poland, but I'm glad there's one. And I hope you're on my email list, so you'll hear about the next one. So what did you say, Megs?
Parting Glass.
Parting Glass, okay. This is one of the ones from my live album. So, there's a link for that below as well. I was just trying to remember how it starts. Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Come fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Sharon said there's always time for one more song. Well, I think she said that before that song, so I'm not going to do another one. But thanks, Sharon, for that comment. And Celia said, you're so awesome, Christy-Lyn. You're so awesome, Celia. Thank you for the support. And Janet said, yes, you bring lots of joy to the world. I think she was commenting about supporting me on Patreon, that it's worthwhile for her to support because she feels like she's helping me to bring joy to the world. That's a very good reason to support on Patreon. I think that the world would be very different if there wasn't music. And these days, it's becoming, it's changing. The world is changing. The way we spread music, the way we perform, and the fact that we can find music that really resonates with us on the other side of the world through the internet, it's a really amazing thing. And it means someone like me who, I wouldn't be able to make a living on only one small style of music, which is why I now perform such a variety of styles. But for example, if I wanted to be only a Celtic musician, I don't think there'd be enough support for that in South Africa. But because of things like Patreon and finding people through YouTube who enjoy what I do, it changes the landscape for musicians. And it also means that you can find the music that you enjoy and a musician that you connect with. No matter where you are in the world, you can find that through the internet. So it just blows my mind how things are changing. And some of the changes are really good. I think sometimes we like to think that the internet has kind of made things less personal in some ways. But I find these online concerts to be an amazing, intimate experience with connecting with people all around the world. So there's some good things out of these changes too. Natasha Jacobs says, love this so much. I'm so glad. Welcome, Natasha. I didn't know you were watching, but I'm so glad you were enjoying it. And John Scott said, Scottish through and through. That makes sense, John, because your surname is Scott and you live in Scotland. The only reason you could not be Scottish through and through is if you had been from Scottish descent and then been moved to America and then moved back to Scotland. But it sounds like you are Scottish and born and raised in Scotland, so you're about as thoroughbred as it gets. That's awesome. Okay, Gabriella says, it's so good that you read our comments. It really makes our day. And there comes my favorite song. Oh, that's so good. And the other reason I read the comments is because after this live streaming concert, the comments disappear. So even though the video will stay on YouTube, we won't actually see those comments anymore. So it's nice for people who are watching this video afterwards. Hi, by the way, if you're watching it after the live streaming, you get to hear what kind of comments people are saying and the conversation that's happening. So Sharon said, thanks for suggesting The Parting Glass, a favorite I first heard by Sinead O'Connor, and I just don't hear it enough. A perfect song to end on. I'm so glad. And I think on that note, I better go. Just a last reminder, if you want to be a part of making the next one happen, you can donate at the link down below where it says drop a coin in my hat. I really appreciate it. And thanks to everybody who's already donated today. It really does make such a big difference. And I'll see you again next month, probably the 24th of June. But make sure you're on my email list so that if the date changes, you'll still hear about it. And I'll see you all then. Bye!